More than 10 years ago, 1991, we at Disney TV Animation, my development team, which included Bob Klein and Fred Schaefer and Kim Christensen and Kat Fair and Cindy Schuback and a bunch of great people, set out to create a show based on Gargoyles. As most of you know, our inspiration largely was Gummy Bears, Disney's Gummy Bears. And Gummy Bears was a series that we loved and we felt didn't get any respect. Everyone confused it with Care Bears. May I ask that all cell phones and so we set out to create a show that had the same kind of rich backstory, the same kind of rich mythology as Gummy Bears, but that would garner a little more respect. And we began by setting it in the present. We were going to use medieval characters, but set it in the present. And we decided, instead of bears, we do cute little gargoyles, about this big. And they had names like Coco and Amp and Dakota and Ralph and Lassie, who was a guy. He picked his own name. It was this really funny show. I thought it was great. We went in, we pitched it to Michael Eisner, and he passed. Thank God. But we thought we had something there. That idea of medieval gargoyles waking up in the 20th century, we thought there was something there. And so we went back to the drawing board, came up with the character of Goliath, thanks to a guy named Tad Stone who suggested it, and took the whole rest of the show and put it through the prism of Goliath and came up with this terrific show with all these villains and all these heroes and all these rich themes and all this great stuff. And we took all this stuff and put it into a huge, long 40-card pitch and took that to Michael Eisner, who killed it. And the next day we had a post-mortem meeting with Jeffrey Katzenberg, who we were talking about the shows that Michael had approved. And Jeffrey said, and of course, you're going to work some more on that Gargoyles show, too. And Gary Price, my boss, and I looked at each other and we were like, well, no, Michael killed it yesterday. He killed it as a comedy, now he's killed it as an action drama. What's left? And Jeffrey said, he didn't kill it, he just thought it needed more work. Now, I've pitched a lot of shows in my life and I know a kill when I am slayed by one. So, what that told us, what we realized really quickly, was that Michael hadn't liked the show, but Jeffrey had. And he wanted us to give it another shot. So we went back to the drawing board a third time. Only this time, we didn't want to change the show. We loved the show. So we decided to change the pitch instead. We decided to focus it, the pitch. We cut a lot of stuff, not out of the show. Everything that was in the original pitch in one form or another made it into the show. But we decided to focus the pitch specifically on Goliath and Elisa. And went into Eisner a third time. He loved the show. He bought the show. Jeffrey, you know, keep in mind, we took this 40-card pitch and cut it down, cut it way down to 28 cards. Didn't add anything. Reordered a few things. Jeffrey turned to me and he said, "You added a lot to that, didn't you?" And I said, "Yes, I did."